Exercise 3G. Okay, question 5. Okay, question 5 is talking about finding the area, okay? So by the way, this is a graph which is symmetrical. Okay, you understand the meaning of symmetrical? That means the green area is equal to the red area, okay? So what we need to do is, if we want to find the area of the rectangle ABCD, I will write down area of rectangle ABCD is equal to twice the area of, okay, I label here as O. Here is my D, here is a C. I name this as E. Okay, O, D, C, E. Are you okay? So now, to find the area of this rectangle, first of all, we have to get the coordinate of C. So if I let this distance be X, so the coordinate X for C will be X. Then the coordinate Y, since C lie on the curve, the coordinate Y will be e to the power negative X. Clear? So therefore, the area function for the rectangle, okay, I will write it as like that, is 2 times length times width. You can say it's width, you can say it's height, up to you. So equal to 2 times the length is X, the height is e to the power negative X. So I have 2x times e to the power negative X. So to find the optimum maximum area, so we know that X must be greater than 0 because we let it be to the right hand side. So to find the maximum area, what you need to do, you need to differentiate this area function. So to differentiate this area function, you have to follow the product rule. Still remember how to differentiate it using product rule? Maybe I give you 3 minutes to try first before I show you the answer.
So how do you know the coordinates for C?
The question, what am I, how do I know the coordinate? They say determine the coordinate of C because C lie on this curve. The name of this curve is this. Oh, by the way, it's x squared. X squared, power x squared. I don't get you what you mean by how I know the coordinate of C. C lie on the curve. I just let OD be X. So C is vertically above D. Is that okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so you try to differentiate this. Your U is X. Your V, be careful. Just now I misread. It's e to the power negative x squared. Have you got the thing?
10 seconds, miss.
Yeah. Okay, do you get that?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so I told you already, don't rush into expansion or whatsoever. Factorize first. Always remember this step, factorize. Take out the common thing. So you left with 1 minus this multiplied by this, you get negative 2x squared. Got it? So what you need to do? Next step, you equate equal to 0 because maximum and minimum happen when the derivative is 0, means the rate of change stop changing. Yeah, it stop changing, the thing stop changing. So the rate of change is 0. So we know that 2e to the power negative x squared equal to 0, we have no solution. Okay, so therefore 1 minus 2x squared is equal to 0, which means 2x squared equal to 1. So x squared equal to half. So x equal to 1 over root 2. Inverse of square is square root. So therefore, so then we have to prove, we have to draw the sign diagram. So it's better if you can write this as root 2 over 2. Yeah, so it's root 2 over 2 here. since he's talking about maximum, here will be positive, here will be negative. Then therefore, they want the coordinate of C. So if you want the coordinate of C, I must get the Y coordinate also. So the Y coordinate is e to the power negative. My x is 1 over root 2 squared. So it will be e to the power negative half. So therefore, coordinate of C will be root 2 over 2. And this one you can write as 1 over square root of e. If you are not sure, you just leave it as it. We also won't deduct your mark. So get it? Okay?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, let's go to, can I move to question 11? Okay, I go to question 11. That is in page 91, question 11. So question 11, one thing you have to know is, you have to know speed is equal to distance over time. So if I want to find time, it will be distance divided by speed. So this is the concept that I have to know. So now you have two situations. So I'm going to draw out the diagram. Here is your B. This is the right angle. So first of all, the moment I see this diagram, I will tell myself that the value of X in this situation, that is the domain, will be greater than 0, but less than 6. Agree? Okay, Anat?
Okay, Miss.
Okay, so good. So now we have to jot down. There are two situations. Peter can row the boat. So that means this is water here, correct? So row the boat, the speed here is 8 kilometers per hour. And run along the beach. This is along the beach. So the speed is 17 kilometers per hour. Okay. So all that. So now, if this is X, this is 5 kilometers. So first of all, you have to get the distance first. So now how to get Bx? You use Pythagoras theorem, correct? So it's x squared plus 5 squared. So you got x squared plus 25. So time taken to move from B to X. So according to this formula, it will be Bx over the speed, correct? So Bx is square root of x squared plus 25. The speed is 8. Got it? So now let's settle the next one. XC. What is the distance of XC? It will be 6 minus X. Agree with me? So therefore, the time taken, okay, now I cut it short. To move from X to C will be the distance divided by the speed. So therefore, the total time taken in terms of x will be the 2 times you add up. So the issue for this question is this concept. Can or not? So do I need to differentiate for you to see? Okay, maybe you try to differentiate first before then they ask you to explain the significance of this value. Okay, you differentiate first. Or you can key into your graphic calculator, both, do both. To check or to help you to draw the sign diagram. Okay, the first part you have to use chain rule. So if I write this as x squared plus 25 to the power of half. Okay, then this one, if you want, you can write it as 1 over 17. And this one, if you want, you also can write it as 1 over 8. Yeah, 1 over 8 to make your sense of the equation easier. 1 over 8. This 1 over 17, 6 minus x. Okay, then you differentiate. Okay, write down the constant, bring down the power, copy down the whole thing. Power, take away 1. Cannot stop there. Time by the derivative of this one. That is 2x. Yeah. Plus, continue. Derivative of 6 is 0. Derivative of negative x is negative 1. Okay, then simplify. So it becomes x over, everything bring down the negative 1. Take away 1 over 17. You got it?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. So can I move to the other page? Okay, so we are going to put it equal to 0. So x over 8 square root of x squared plus 25 minus 1 over 17 is equal to 0. So x over 8 square root of x squared plus 25 is equal to 1 over 17. So if you want to solve this, because it's a square root, you can square both sides. Square the whole thing on both sides. So you have x squared divided by 64. X squared plus 25 is equal to 1 over, what is 17 squared?
289.
Yeah, 289. So you cross multiply 289, x squared will be equal to 64x squared plus, okay, this one I'm not going to, if I don't have a calculator, I don't have to calculate. Okay, so then you can get the answer already. 287 minus 64. 223. Okay, so your x.
This is 225, right? 9 minus
225. Yeah, 225. Yes, you are right. So my x squared will be 64 times 25 divided by 225. So my x will be square root of 64 is 8. Square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 225 is 15. Am I right? Square root of 225. Yeah, it's 15. Okay, so I got the answer. So 8/3. So now they say explain the significance of this value. So what I need to do is I need to draw the sign diagram of t prime x. So if you key that into your calculator, because they didn't tell you it's maximum or minimum, so your t prime x. Okay, so what you need to do is you have to draw within the domain. So this is approximately, okay, this is 2 2/3. So it's approximately 2.67, right? So this is your 2.67. So you justify whether it's a maximum or minimum. I believe this is a minimum. Am I right? Hello?
Yes, miss.
Okay. So that means what is a significant? So that means they say, okay, Peter rode directly from B to X. So you say, okay, the time taken for Peter to move from B to C is minimum if X is 2 2/3 kilometer from A. Done. That is called the significant. So we want you to interpret that this one is result minimum time taken. Can or not? If you want to have a minimum time, that is the direction that you have to go to. So if I want to make a further, then I can count the angle so that I know which direction I can go. It's okay?
Okay, miss.
Okay, so can we move to question 12? Yeah, I'm going to move to question 12, huh? Okay, so question 12 is a question on ellipse. Okay, so now what you need to do is you need to write y as a subject first. So you see this equation, there is none as a subject. So this is an equation of an ellipse. Huh? Here must be 1. Okay, So this is a ellipse, means like oval shape. So this is a shape of the orbits of our planet in our solar system as well. So you see, this is your negative A and A is from here. And this is your B and negative B. So these two values are not the same. But if for circle, it will be the same. Am I right? Hello?
Yeah, Miss.
It's for circle, it will be the same. Like for example, if just to let you know a little bit more, because during the exam, they may ask you in the next chapter when I teach you. So if it's a circle, it will be the same. If this is 3, this will be negative 3, here will be 3, and here will be negative 3. So the equation of a circle will be x squared divided by 9 plus y squared divided by 9 equal to, the center is the origin, 1. Okay? So just to let you have this idea, because the next one we will talk about all this later. Okay, never mind. Let's go to. So now you want to write y as a subject, right? And if you look at what they want you to change to, you have to be b over a square root of a squared minus x squared. Okay, so what I will do is, first of all, I will multiply the whole equation by a squared first. So it means I left with x squared plus a squared y squared over b squared equal to a squared. Am I right? So you see, I have to minus x squared. Okay. So all got square. So what I need to do is, I need to bracket up the right-hand side. So everything I take square root. So here will be a y over b equal to square root of the whole thing on the left right-hand side. So that's how you get to this. Is that okay?
Okay, Miss.
So you have to see what you want to change it into. Then you will know what to do. Okay, now. Then the other part, show that the area of the sitting plane. Okay, so you look at here. It's also symmetrical. So the area of the sitting area will be 4 times of this area. Okay, so if you look at this point, the coordinate of this point, okay, I name this point as A. Okay, the question named this point as A. So your x is positive. Okay, so your x must be greater than 0. So x, so what will the y coordinate be? This is the y coordinate, because it's lie on this curve. You get me? It's on the positive region. It's in the first quadrant. So your y will be here. So therefore, part B, the area of the sitting plane is equal to 4 times of x times y, correct? Because here is x, here is y. But in our equation, we only can have one manipulating variable, that is x. So I use this information and replace. Okay, so I end up with 4b over a x square root of a squared minus x squared. Okay, I purposely write it like that, not like the textbook. The reason is because afterward we are going to differentiate, and this is your u, and this whole thing will be your v. So maybe you will want to try to differentiate to get the part C. So same story again. You try to solve, see whether you can get the answer or not. Okay, do you get the answer? Have you got the answer? Okay, so you have your u prime, which is 1, your v prime. Okay, same story. Bring down the power, copy down the whole thing. Power, take away 1. Time by the derivative of the inside, that is 2x. So you end up with negative x, a squared minus x squared to the power of negative half. So your a prime x, okay, remember your 4b over a, the constant, then you cross multiply. Okay. You can put it as square root. Okay, then times 1 plus x. And this one, since the power is negative half, I will put it as a fraction, negative x divided by square root of a squared minus x squared. Okay, so sometimes you try to do some changes so that it's easier for you. So now we know that to maximize the sitting area, a prime x must be equal to 0. Am I right? So therefore, square root of a squared minus x squared, take away, okay, this one you can multiply, must be equal to 0. Am I right? Okay, so now you move the other one over. This one you have no choice. You cannot use your GC to solve because there is a constant a squared there. All right. Okay, so you bring this one up. So square root times by square root is the whatever inside the square root. Okay. So your a squared will be 2x squared. So take square root on both sides. So therefore, x is equal to square root a over square root of 2. Proven. Are you okay?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. So we do the last part D. They say given that the area of the ellipse, so area of the ellipse is pi AB. Okay, now, so area of the sitting plane, area of the maximum sitting area, okay, we know the formula, correct? 4b over a, it happened when x equal to a over root 2, correct? So we substitute in. Okay, this is a square root, a square minus x square, so is a over root 2, the whole thing square. So you got a and a cancel, 4b over root 2, and this is a square minus half a square. Am I right? So a square minus half a square, 1a square minus half a square, you left with half a square. So this will be 4b over root 2, and here is a over root 2, correct? So you have 4ab over 2, which is 2ab. So therefore, the percentage, take the area of the, take the maximum sitting area divided by the area of the ellipse times 100%. Okay, take out your calculator and calculate there is a percentage. Are you okay?
Yes, yes, Miss.
So that is how you get. So I will encourage you to yeah. Like this question, you really cannot use calculator, but none happen in your SAT. Okay, most of it you can use calculator, but there are certain part I want you to differentiate. That means you definitely have to use by calculus. I will specify. Okay, is there anything else? So the two very important functions, the search and the logistic, I told you already. Please learn how to differentiate and know the characteristic of the graph. Where is the turning point? Where is the inflection point? Is there a limiting value? Any more that you like to ask? Yes, class? Anything else? Whatever you need to know, Miss Do given you already. Okay, no question for now. So please make use of your this weekend, whatever is it. Go through all the SAT. Can or not?
Yes, miss.
Yes, Miss Can.
So I'm not going to take up your time. So please remember, okay, I just give you, we have done many times on differentiating function like that. Okay, just ask you to stay focused. Still remember we learned how to differentiate function like that? The kind of things? Yeah, we have done this many times, right? U and V. And how to differentiate function like this. Yeah. So this one you have to write it in this form, just as a reminder. Right? This one use chain rule. This one you need to use product rule. Knowing the rule is not important, but know how to do is more important. Product rule. So maybe you want to write one or two one example of how to do it step by step. Then at least during the test or whatsoever, if this thing happen to come out, then you are able to do it step by step. You won't have to get panic. The only way is all this number will change only. That's it. So how well you prepare your one-page handwritten notes is extremely important. Your need. Which one I need to write down? Which one I don't have to write down? Which one I think I need very close guidance? Then I wrote it down. So when during the exam, then at least I have some reference. I won't get stuck and I won't get panicked. So that is the reason why Miss Do didn't prepare the one-page handwritten notes for you. Because you are the one who prepared, you can put a notes there. What should I be careful of? Where should I be careful of? How should I write this? You can write down all that because it's your notes. But please remember only one page, one side, A4 size paper. Okay? So anything else you want me to, you want to know about the test?
Miss, only one side of the A4 size paper?
Yes, one side, because they said one page. If you write on both sides, it's 2 pages already. One side. So because we are having an online, so I have to trust you. So actually online test, we have to trust each other. And if you want to play truant, but the one up there, God see you. So I always tell my student, I didn't see you, you answer to God. That's it. Yeah, I can try my best to observe, but I tell you, I am limited. Only God has no limit. He knows every single thing that we do. So I always pray that if anything happen within my student on online, God, you please enlighten me. So I will observe and I can know. Okay. So if not, I'm not going to take up your time. So please study, take notes of what I have told you. If you need to go through all the video, please do so. I'm trying my best to explain everything in proper step reading. Okay? So all the best. We hope to have 100% pass.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you, Miss.
I can't do, only you can do, okay? So work hard. Thank you, class.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you.
Mm.